Hello YouTube family and friends, this is Rev with my Rev It Up Mustang Fanatic Productions, and you know what time it is. Rev it up.
I've got a plan. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true.
Rev with Rev It Up Mustang Fanatic Productions. God bless. Welcome YouTubers. Welcome new subscribers to the channel. What you hear in the background is my 99 Ford SVT 99 supercharged Cobra. I'm going to give you a quick walk around, then I'm going to a private location, and we're going to give you probably between 5 to 8 things, mods you should do for any new Edge Mustang. Let me give you some pipe. It's electronic silver metallic clear coat green. And we'll see when I get to my site. So hey YouTube family and friends, this is Rev It Up Mustang Fanatic Productions. We're here today with electric my 99 Ford SVT Cobra, and today we're going to go over between 5 to 10 mods that you should do on your new Edge Mustang. So it doesn't matter what particular model it is, whether it's a Cobra, whether it's a Mach 1, whether it's a Rouse, whether it's a GT, it doesn't matter. As long as it's a new Edge from 99 to 04, we're going to talk about the first 5 to 10 mods that you should absolutely do on a new Edge Mustang. Now, let me give you a couple of pointers. Number one, you have to think about your finances, how much money you have. Number two, you want to think about the Mustang that you have, the condition that it's in, and what you're going to use it for. You're going to use it to race, you're going to use it as a show car, a daily driver, whatever you want. Those are the things that you have to keep in mind on what you want to do. Now, number one, up first, this is what I did on my build. I started my build in 2016. Of course, this was an original 99 Ford SVT Cobra. It's heavily modified. You don't have to go to the extreme that I did, but this is my dream, and I built my dream, and I love every minute of it. And so the first mod that I took on was you gotta go loud. I gave you a demonstration of my pipes at the beginning of the video because the vehicle was warmed up. So you got to hear the pipes, and you want to get the best and loud pipes that you can get for your new Edge. And in my opinion, Boiler Attack Catback exhaust is the best sounding exhaust that you can get for a new Edge Mustang. So that is number one. Definitely get yourself some Boiler Attacks on here. Now I have long tube headers, BBK, inch and 5/8 ceramic steel coated long tube headers. I have the BBK off-road X pipe with the Boiler Attack Catback. So I've listened to thousands of clips of Mustangs. I've heard all kind of exhausts, and I've come to the conclusion that the Boiler Attacks are the best. They're the loudest. They got a nice pop to it, and you get the big 4-inch chrome tips or 3.5 tips in the rear. So let's let you look at the tips. So if you go with Boiler, this is what you're gonna get. You can see Boiler written right there, and you get those, I believe that's about 3-inch pipes. So, and here's the other side. Now I want you to keep in mind when you're buying exhaust on a new Edge, is relatively inexpensive, and you can get a whole exhaust system from the intake all the way to the catback, whatever system you have, axle over. I have the catback system, so it'll run you at least $800 to $1,200 depending on what you get. It may be more, about $1,500 to $1,600, but that's relatively cheap for headers, off-road X pipe, and the Boiler Attacks. Now the Boiler Attacks you ain't gonna find under $8,000-9,000 with tax. I guess they went up really, but I got a good deal on mine. I got a good deal on the long tube headers, a good deal on the X pipe. They were all brand new, and I can show you a little bit underneath what it still looks like 3 years later. Underneath there is the long tube headers right there, and you can see the X pipe right there, and going back is the Boiler Attack. But that's why I like these headers, ceramic coated. They don't color on you, they don't turn blue on you. Okay, so that was number one. So that's the first thing I did, was to brighten up my exhaust. Then after I got my exhaust, let's go back to, you want to lower your vehicle. I have mine lowered about 2.5 inches, 3 inches in the rear, 1 inch or 1.5 inch in the front. And I'll try to throw a clip in of what Mustangs look like without being lowered versus being lowered. Here's a pic of my K-member.
This is a clip where I took out the K-member and I painted it afterwards. This is a clip of my nephew's car.
Okay, so you can do it the cheat way. You can take the wheels off, support the underneath of the frame where the shocks is, loosen the bolt up on the bottom, go into your trunk, take the shock mount out there. You don't really have to do all that, but you got to get to your coil. You can cut 1 inch or 1.5 inches off. Just cut the top coil off and the top coil off on the front, and that will get you lowered. Or you can buy some lowering springs, and lowering springs, they're pretty easy and relatively inexpensive. I have the Ibach lowering springs, and one thing I'm going to tell you to do when you're buying a new Edge, or if you have a new Edge, learn to work on these vehicles yourself. You save yourself tons of money. I save tons of money by doing my exhaust myself, dropping the K-member I'll try and throw a clip in there when I drop the K member to put in the long tube headers and everything. All you need is a engine support bar to go on top to support the engine when you take the subframe loose, so the engine tranny don't drop down on you. And so that's a part of that. But the next thing you're going to need once you lower any vehicle, you're going to want to get caster camber plates, and that will help your repair shop do your alignment, because you got to have the alignment done. Now I have the Kenny Bell lowering system here, and here is my caster camber plate. It just allows the vehicle to slide this way or that way, get your caster camber. I'm going to get new ones. I want to get the chrome plated ones with the caps on them. And here's the other side where my caster camber plates are, right here. Okay, now we'll get to the other particulars under the hood a little bit later, and you can get a glimpse right down through there. You can probably see the BBK long tube headers. They're still very clean. They're not discolored at any way, shape, form, or fashion. So like I said, I got Eibach lowering springs, and then I went with shocks. I have the yellow, what do you call those shocks? Coney adjustables I have, so I can adjust the height, whether I wanted to ride soft or whether I wanted to ride hard. So that will be your number 2 and number 3. You want to get lowering springs, and also you want to get the shocks, and you want to lower this thing as much as possible. So continue with 5 to 7 miles that you should do. I would say if you don't have a chin spoiler, you would want to get a chin spoiler. The chin spoiler dresses up the front of it, makes it look a little bit lower. So this would be number 4. Number 5, you want to make sure you have some nice clean headlights. I got the clear, the chrome with the amber on the side, because I do have the amber tail light that's on the back that came from the factory. This is an original 99 Cobra. They all came with the original amber tail lights, and there's the amber tail lights. That's the driver's side. Here's the passenger side. Okay, so I kept that matching. Then number 5, I guess I'm on. You want to get yourself a Mach 1 grill delete kit. So it looks a lot better. Some of y'all have that other style of grill, but I like the Mach 1 grill delete. And this used to be a running pony up under here that came with the 99s, but I got the extra large Cobra in the front because this is a Cobra. So I wanted to have as many Cobra badges as I possibly can. Anything to help dress it up and look it good, make it look good. Mod number 6. See the Cobra symbol here? That's factory. Okay, I got the black chrome or black steel fuel door. Attractive little piece. It goes with the theme of the car, green, black, and chrome. You can see the chrome lips down there. Okay, now I want to back up a little bit. After you get your exhaust set up and you get your vehicles lowered, somewhere in between there, let's throw in, get yourself a good rim and tire packages. That's what you want to get. I used to have on here the 03, 04 Cobra rims on here, and they were all chromed, and I just didn't like the all chromed. So I went with the black inserts with the chrome lips, and that looks wonderful. And my brake calipers are painted black with the word Cobra right there, and you can see my valve stem right there is carbon fiber. I got those around there. There's the other Cobra symbol right there. And what you want to do, you want to go wider in the back. It just gives it a beefier look. So I got 315 3517s in the rear, and you can see the rear, the calipers are painted black. You want to get your calipers painted the same color of your car or the theme of your car. In my case, black would be good. I didn't think green would look good. And we got 275 40 17s in the front. Now on Cobras, we got the IRS bolt that hits the back of the tire, so we have to take the IRS bolt out, and there's a bolt that comes in the kit that you put in, and it's not hard to do. It's very simple, and that will stop the IRS bolt on the inside from hitting the back of the tire. And then also some of you guys, like I did, you may have to roll the fenders. So I got my fenders rolled from here all the way to here, and as you can see, I don't have any tire cuts or anything going along here, and I could barely get 2 fingers in here. I'm squeezing them in here. So I got my Coney adjustable set up for a more stiffer ride, so I don't bottom out. So we can get 2 fingers in there, and in the front we can get about 3 fingers in the front. So because we only loaded maybe 1.5 inches in the front. So we're gonna throw that in the mix. Get yourself some rims and tires and go at 315s in the rear, because those babies look really good. It's just a mean look that those 315s give out, how they stick out. It's just awesome. I love that. Love that look. Okay, next on the list for appearance mods on the interior. Like I said, you don't have to go to the extreme like I did, but you want to make sure you have a clean interior. Fix anything that's broken. Like if you got these pull cups, they're like break here and break here, fix them. They look ugly when they have screws here or screws here holding them in. Get them fixed. They look good, and keep the interior nice and clean. Okay, you can see I got the rear delete sync kit back here, and I went original myself. I did what I wanted to do to this vehicle. So I got me some Corbo racing seats. You can get any style seats you want. You want new seats. You don't want to see any rips or tears in the fabric or anything, and you want to have it looking really good. Then the next mod, get you a nice shifter. I like that Cobra style shifter with the Cobra snake stripe kit going down here, and it's black, 5-speed. Get you a radio system inside here. Get rid of that CD player and cassette player. I think that was ugly. That was really, are you glad I got rid of that? So those are some of the mods that you can do for your new Edge Mustang to get her looking how you want it. Everybody wants to be loud and fast, but it's gonna cost you some money. You gotta pay to play. So I'll say that. Now, my taste, there's a lot of stuff on social media about getting 1,000 rear horsepower out of a 2-valve or out of your new Edge or whatever. You want to impress me, you get a vehicle with some good horsepower that you can daily drive, because the more horsepower you got, the more you got to worry about trying to keep that thing cool. Now for me, I went with a Vortex supercharger. This was put on in 2013 when this vehicle had about 78,000 miles on it. The bottom end is good, the top end is good, and to help her cool down, I got what's called a maxi power cooler, okay, and that runs with the coolant, goes through here, and you can see my cold air pipe. It runs to the hot side there, and it helps cool the supercharger. And also, to keep this baby cool, I have a Maruso reservoir for my supercharger. And up under the fender, well, right inside there, let's see if I can get up under here and show you. But I have an auxiliary water pump, and that's the auxiliary water pump that you're looking at right there. That's the auxiliary water pump that I have for my supercharger, and you can see right here the holes that go to her, and here's the intercooler right there that helps keeps it cool. And by the way, here's another view underneath of the car. We put everything new underneath there, inner, outer. We got the racket pinion done, the outer tie rods. We got the new A-frame. You can see the Ibach coils under there. There's no oil leak. Everything is nice and clean under here. The exhaust is clean. So I keep everything fairly clean on this new Edge. And so that keeps this supercharger reservoir, that auxiliary water pump keeps the coolant in here circulating, which goes up to the pump, to the supercharger, and help the supercharger cool itself down. So that's what you want to do. You want to have things here to help cool this engine down, because it can be a beast. And then I chose to make this a pro street car sort of show car. I don't race it, I don't beat on her, but I take her to car shows and cruise-ins, and maybe once a year during Mustang week I'll show out just a little bit, but I don't burn rubber, very little rubber. These tires are expensive, and I got a lot invested in this vehicle, so I don't want to tear her up. So these are just my mods that I've done on this vehicle. I got rid of the ugly hood prop, and I put on these hood struts. Very easy to put on, they fit right on. And then I like to watch my tack, so I have a tachometer, a 5-inch tachometer that I installed myself, and there's my tack bracket that I installed, so I didn't have to drill any holes. It just goes back behind the air conditioning vents, and it screws in to screws that are back there. And then I have a 4-panel LED push to start button. The black button in the middle is the horn. And of course, you all know I have a quick disconnect steering wheel, and my steering wheel hangs on my steering wheel rack right there. And since I'm with the vehicle, I don't have my lock on, but all I would do, put my lock on, put the key in there, and we can lock that, and then no one's able to steal the vehicle. So we don't need that function right now, so I don't have that up. And these are rare. You won't see anybody with any of these. The rear floor mats that's got the extra large Cobra, and I have that on both sides. There's the other side right there. And then for shows, we have to have a fire extinguisher. So I keep my fire extinguisher, and it's strapped down to the back here. And the floor mats, they're tan and Cobra. You can see the Cobra right there. I keep them shrink wrapped so they don't get dirty. And then I keep some of these white mats over it so it doesn't get dirty. So when I take it to shows, I can take that off. But that's a look at Electrobit. And I do have the snake stripe kit go all the way across and up the hood. And then if you look on the sides on the rocker panel, it says Cobra right there. So and the last thing I did on this vehicle, which was last summer, and it took me 3 years to get this hood. This is a Savini 4-inch cowl induction hood, and I just love that hood. It makes this Cobra look very mean. I love it. I wouldn't take it off. I wouldn't change it. I love it. And then I went and spent the extra money when I had the hood painted, to have a big 4-inch Cobra painted up underneath there, and it's clear coated. And then the car is named after my wife, which is Elizabeth, which you see right there. And then you can see that it's a Savini hood. So those are a few mods that you can get to help your car look a lot better. I'm gonna show you one more mod, and then we're gonna end the video. And this mod is on the trunk, where I made this trunk lid cover myself. And again, got some large Cobras out there, and the word Cobra in green. And for my supercharger, I had to get a battery relocation kit. So I had my battery inside there. You can see all my cleaning supplies inside there. But Elizabeth makes 503 rear wheel horsepower, and I can daily drive her if I want to. I choose not to daily drive her, because then you get a lot of rock chips on your bumper, all around there. You don't see any rock chips, no bumper, no bugs anywhere, and even on the hood, no rock chips or anything, no scratch paint, no spider webs. It's all beautiful paint. And so for a show car, that's what I like to do. And those are the mods that I made for my vehicle, because I wanted my vehicle, I determined in 2016 that I was going to do a pro street car show car that I was going to take to shows. And we won lots of trophies. We got over almost a dozen trophies since we started in doing shows in 2019. So that's a short future to have so many trophies. And then we had COVID in 2020 that we didn't go to but one show. And this year we went to probably 3 shows, and each show we picked up a trophy. So we're doing good with the Elizabeth. So that's why my advice and opinions to you guys, build it your way. Don't let nobody tell you how to build it or what you should build. Get it in your mind what you want to build. Get your finance together. Learn how to work on these things, and you'll save a bunch of money by installing it yourself. Now, I do a lot of self videos. It may not be a bunch of Mustangs that I do work on, but basically it's the same principle. Brake jobs and check engine lights and solving electrical problems and stuff like that. It carries over to a Mustang. So that's on my other channel, Mustang Fanatic Mechanic Edition. And but this is Mustang Fanatic Productions, where we talk about Mustangs only. So that's the way I'm impressed with rear wheel horsepower that can be daily driven and driven on the street. Kudos to all those guys who race their cars, get over 1,000 horsepower. That's not me. I'm not power hungry. 503 to the rear is enough. Maybe 600 the most I would go, but I'm satisfied with the 500 because we got her for a show car, and she does move, and she's no slower, that's for sure. So you guys, I hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe. We'll do more videos in the future. God bless. This is Rev It Up Mustang Fanatic Productions. And as always, we'd like to thank you for watching our channels. We hope you liked it, and we hope you like and subscribe. We'll have more videos coming. So God bless. Until the next video, rev it up. Mustang Fanatic Productions. Modify those new Edge. Get those things out of the garage. God bless, and we'll see you again.